Welcome back to more Kenshi. My name is Tobel, and we are on our way to Shobatai, or at least deeper into the desert. We are looking for some worthy opponents in order to test our metal and improve just a wee bit. Beep is being carried in his good friend Agnew's arms, I believe. Yes, indeed. Look at that. We look much better, I think, with those ninja pants, the gi pants on. Much better. Gan is getting chased across the desert, of course. All my new recruits are basically down and out, except for Leet. Hello, Leet. Welcome to... Oh, are you carrying... Wait, who are you carrying? Oh, you're carrying Neb. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's put Neb in a bed. And look, we're not going to spend too much time with you. You're just, basically, you're the help. I'm sorry. You really just are. It is what it is, my friend. I know it's not exactly... You're not supposed to say that, but you know what? You kind of are. And we skeletons... We mighty skeleton robots do not care for the whims of man and society at large. Right, we are getting chased by something. It is a pack of dogs and their masters, some outlaw farmers. Now, keep in mind that we don't really get a lot of experience fighting people who are lower than us in skill, I think. So, let's take a look. They're pretty much on par with us stat-wise. But we being the mighty warriors that we are really just kind of over... oh crap, I did not mean to put down the captain. We're kind of over their level. Darja, don't put down the captain. Or sorry, Zazel. Don't put down that. I completely forgot we had a captain on our shoulders here. Oh shit, pick him back up. We dropped him on accident. There we go, Zazel. Everyone else should get put down. Beep should be down as well. And we'll go fight a couple of bandits. Hey, I have a mission for someone. Where is my mighty... jumping warrior, Longwell? Oh, actually, Darcha and Crumblejohn are already on the archer. That's what I was going to send them on to. Let's watch this archer and see what Darcha and Crumblejohn managed to do. Oh, pretty slick little guy here. He's a little... Oh, Crumblejohn, he's using your palm heel strike against you. Crumblejohn, he's got a jump kick. What are you doing, Crumblejohn? You're getting your ass kicked, man. Strike back. There you go. Low lunging blow. The fabled bent over slide hack. Slide hack. I don't even have an answer for it. Look at that kick, though. What is his martial arts at 30? I am impressed by you, mighty archer of doom. This is what we aspire to be. Just like this. Someone who can switch from a crossbow to their fisticuffs in a moment's notice. Are we getting our asses kicked here? Is it just me, or am I seeing a lot of red? We also have a couple people who are already down. Bandy, I believe in you. Oh, to be fair, they have 3 bone dogs. That might have been a bit much for us to deal with. How are we doing injury-wise? Sidneil has an injury to a head. Moodles is bleeding profusely from a couple different injuries. Machui is okay. Stevie's fine. It's really just some minor scrapes and scraps. Who is someone... You know what? Longwell. You have a healing kit. We're going to put you on medic duty for a minute. It seems like this fight is not going to go our way. So let's go over here, and if we could trade with Mr. Roy. Come on, we got this, Right there, all right. Let's grab a first aid kit, and here, you can have the bows and whatnot. I forgot that I still had mercenary plate on. You know what? I'm actually going to drop this, because poor Roy, I'm using him as our pack mule, basically, and he is constantly overloaded. Right, so Longwell, let's pull you out of this fight. We're going to put you on passive, no taunty, block, and out of the fray. Or I thought I would for a minute, but apparently not. We are all going down, you guys. We are going down hard. Is anyone in critical danger? I don't like the double lefts, the double arrows on Sidneil. Beep is fine. His helmet is keeping him strong. Hey, Beep is still up, actually. That's rather impressive compared to pretty much the fact that our entire party has been destroyed right now. Longwell, let's go over to... Who are these guys? These are the Empire Noble Guards. Now, I'm fairly sure that nobles will attack us if we go near them. However, they might be useful in order to drop aggro if need be. I don't know. Maybe we might be okay. Let's go ahead and sneak here. Really? You're actually invisible in this... in the middle of... Oh, I guess maybe it's a sandstorm. Good, not finished with you yet. That's fine. Who else is still up? Bandy's still managing to fight on. Fight on, my friend Bandy. Fight on. Really quick, taking a look at anyone else who's left. Crumblejohn decided to try to be tough. Oh, a wild pack of Guru have just rolled on in here, which means that these guys are going to be super distracted for a moment. Oh, Agnew's getting back up again. Let's get everyone awake who might be feigning death. Go on passive and let's move everybody up. There we go. Longwell. Let's take a peek at who is critical. Chest wound, that's okay. I need to get my my order of operators here. Let's go ahead and do Longwell on Sidneal first. Repairs on him first. Beep with a Smiter. A Sminer? Sminer. You know, I'm just trying to save time. Who needs to say small miner when I can say Sminer instead? It's a beautiful translation into Old English. Crumblejohn, why don't you loot the medkit off of Mr. Stevie? There we go. And then you can treat a couple different people. In fact, why don't you go ahead and treat Stevie? Because he's kind of has a gaping chest wound right now. Just a couple of his intestines hanging out. No big deal. Small, minor detail there. Right, we're doing fine, guys. We're fine. I'll spend some time recovering. I did want to verify that no one is in danger. And I think that you're going to be okay with the fact that as long as no one's in danger, as long as it's not a super critical thing, we should be good to kind of get things together. I'll put down some beds probably right here. Let me zoom out a bit. Now, I don't think the Guru will hurt us. They're not... They might get a little ooey, but by and large, I don't think they're going to go aggro. They might, though. You never know. They have absolutely trashed this Raider group. Or this, it might be Raider group Camp 3930. This Outlaw Swordsman group. Holy shit. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Longwell, real quick, why don't we go loot these... What the world? That was a weird thing. Let's go ahead and loot some meat from the dogs, because I'd rather have the dogs stay down. And they were pretty much the worst of all the enemies out there. The dogs are the worst ones. They can pretty much do the worst or the most damage to us. Are any of you guys interested in perhaps a bounty? Oh, you are. You do have a bounty. Let's go ahead and pick up. Let's first aid this Outlaw Swordsman. Make sure that they don't die from this chest wound. I think as long as it stops having the, right there, it should be fine. Let's pick him up. Oh, by the way, did we drop our friend? We had someone, right? We definitely had someone we were carrying. Remember that the person who had the bounty that I literally just mentioned? I think it was Agnew or Azazel who was carrying them. I think they might have gotten away. I don't see any kind of nobility-looking person here. I mean, they weren't noble per se, but they were a little bit better off than these guys. I think they might have gotten out of here in the confusion, unless they're still on... No, everyone pretty much went down except for Longwell, I think. That's my fault. I should have realized that, and probably had the person who was carrying him pull back. Right, well, I'll go ahead and heal up, and at least we've got someone to turn in for a small minor bounty. I like the idea of us becoming temporary bounty hunters. That sounds like a really fun idea, a really fun goal. I will probably also, once we get to Shobatai, I'm going to pass out all of our crossbow ammunition, because I have not done that yet, and we'll see if we can't get everybody back up and running on crossbows. Try to do a little bit of maybe, you know, like crossbow shots before the fight, and then we'll go from there. Is everyone on their jobs right now? Do we just really not have that many first aid kits? I think we might just be out of first aid kits, which is kind of rough. Moodles has one. How about Termby? Why don't you loot Moodles? Well, you already have a med kit. There we go. Machui, loot Moodles. He's probably got it in the big booty pack back there. Now, are you going to treat him? You are. Okay, cool. I'll let everybody heal up for a bit, guys, and I will be back shortly once we're all back to a stable position. Uh-oh. Round 2 is about to happen. These are the guys that are getting up from the last fight. You know what? Guess what? Shyest surprise. We are still armed with crossbow bolts, although I don't really have it passed out yet, damn it. Anyone who has a weapon, go ahead and go on to ranged hold, and let's see if we can pepper these guys for a second. Wow, lots of people still have bows, actually. Let's kite these guys around. You guys try to get on some semblance of a line. I know it's kind of challenging right now. That's okay. You do your best. Jamie, why don't you get on the line of fire? There we go. We'll keep everybody lined up. Everybody shoot at this one dude rolling up to us here. Let's see if we can just pincushion. Nice job. I really, really love crossbows. They're a lot of fun. Maybe what we'll do in Shobatai, after Shobatai, let's work on getting some ammunition for the entire group. And then what we'll do is we'll work on our crossbow skills for just a bit. Because mostly they're just really satisfying to have everyone firing so quickly at their enemies. And I do have the Ranger. Remember, we did get the Ranger bow technology. And we're just... Obviously, we don't have the infrastructure right now to support that. We are trying to build that up through our money, through everything else. Here's some random furniture that I forgot to learn. And here is the Ranger, and here is the regular bolts. Wonderful. I think the Ranger uses bolts. Not entirely sure. but like 60-40 certainty level here. Nice job, guys. We basically peppered the enemy down. I mean, honestly, we did some decent damage there with crossbow. Oh, is it about 10 versus 1? I think we win. I think we win, my friends. Excellent job. As you can see, most everyone is back up. Still some injuries to patch up, but by and large, we're okay. Anyone with a severe leg injury, 44. Now remember, I do have a splint kit, and I always forget that I have splint kits. Now they will allow us to continue operating at a normal pace. Normally what a splint kit will do, I think, is return the limb to its previous level. Oh, you're carrying Darcha. How sweet. Agnew is just like a sweetheart, you guys. That's what I'm just convinced, that Agnew is just going to be the sweetest deer of our entire party. He really will be. We'll let them heal up, and I think we'll start stumbling our way on the road, and the red road, the bloody red road to Shobatai. We should be just over a couple of... Oh, wait, is that it right there? Oh, that's a stone camp. I'm like, really? Is that close? That is a slaver camp, I think. Slaver bar, yeah. So it is a slaver hut or a slaver outpost. I feel like, you know what? Slavers would be a great idea, and only slightly hypocritical if we decide to bring the fight to some slavers later on. Oh, shit. Gon went down somewhere along the way. Oh, no. Use down over here. Pay no attention to the camp squad. They don't even exist in this world anymore. I have a slight problem in the fact that I cannot get to Gan at all. He is all sorts of falling down a hillside that we do not have access to, which is absolutely wonderful. And the problem is he's only going to get worse. Well, this is stupid. So, you know, there was an editor in here that we've gotten into before. It was, I don't remember how to get into it. I'll have to look up, I think it's like F11 or something, or F Control 11. But can you reposition soldiers through that? I obviously don't really want to reset everyone just for that, but I would like to simulate, possibly, the fact that Don could, I don't know, tear down this tree and pull some bark apart and, you know, get something to poke Gon off the weird spot, or give him a rope to climb up. I feel like we could simulate and get somebody to get Gon rescued. I'll take a look and see what I can come up with. I don't really know if he's going to get in a position where we can pick him up, though. You can get over to here. You know what? Okay, hang on. If you can get this close, we might be able to do some witchcraft pickup stuff where they warp into their arms. What in the world? It's not a problem, though. We have an open relationship. Oh, it's his wife. I think Crumblejohn's talking about his wife. So I think, by and large, we're back up and running. Is anyone terribly slow? Yes, absolutely. People are terribly slow. Beep is terribly slow. Actually, everyone else is relatively fast, which is, excuse me, kind of surprising. Who's out in front here? Mr. Crumblejohn, why don't you pick up Mr. Beep? Thank you so much. Mr. Turnby, why don't you pick up Mr. Jamie? Lovely. And the rest of the group, let's go ahead and get on the way. Oops, who didn't pick up? What the world? Who refused my order to pick up Mr. Beep? How could you leave this poor lad alone? Okay, there we go. Right, so onward and upwards, my friend. We are on the way to Shobatai, on the way to Santa Fe. We go, all together, one for all for Beep. Cool, we're all in good shape. Wow, that's really hard to do. And I'll try to rescue Mr. Gon and try to get him back to the city. Remember, I'm still trying to get all of these camp people back to the damn town in order for us to start working on, you know, getting repairs done and farming and whatnot. So it's a bit of a hot mess over here for the moment. Well, we are being pursued by yet another group of outlaw farmers. This group has slightly less amounts of doggos with them. So we're going to stop where we are and start fighting back. We can't sit there and wait for them to leave us alone the entire time. So smaller group, I think we've got this one. Longwell, can you do a jump kick while you're carrying someone? I believe in you, buddy. Come on. There you go. a flaccid body upon his shoulder. Good choice of words. Is no match for Gravity and Longwell. Look at that, 38 damage. His attacks are really coming quick. Hang on a minute. Your dexterity is really impressive, Longwell. We're not sped up, are we? It almost looks like it was sped up. Look at how fast that's landing, though. Did he get a bonus from something recently? Oh, his, I think his clothing might be giving him a bit of a help. Oh, that's right. We are getting a +4 from that. His dexterity is getting a boost because of his armor, which is just great. I mean, this attack is coming insanely quick. And he's doing 31 damage to boot per hit, which is just glorious. Longwell might become one of our early grandmasters of martial arts. Sunil, still trying though. Still trying as hard as he can, but not quite near the level of Longwell yet. I really haven't watched Bandy or Roy. We haven't watched Bandy in a long time. I think Bandy's, he's very sneaky, right? He stays nice and crouched. So sometimes we overlook him in the fray. Hooray, we've made it over to Shobatai with one more fight under our belt. And you know what? Oh, hi. You guys are a bunch of starving vagrants outside the walls of the city. Sunil, buddy, why are you just staying still? I'm not entirely sure. Well, yeah, we'll get this last bit of a fight here, since they're all outside the walls, and I'm not really worried at all about any problems from the guards or with the enemies. Not really guards, but they should help us out, and we shouldn't have any issues if we go down. You guys are manhunters. Okay, we got to be a little careful about fighting near manhunters, because if we go down, which someone is down, there is a chance that manhunters will try to run in here and enslave one of our troops. So I'll keep an eye out. Normally they'll say something about, hey, look at that person looks good for the mines or something else. So we'll keep an eye out for the moment. They're still green to us, or not green, they're neutral, they're not red. So I'm guessing they're not going to be too aggressive with us yet. Let's see, Jamie's on someone's back, Stevie's being carried, Armok and Moodles are down. So let's do this, let's grab Armok and Moodles, let's grab them on the shoulders of robots, upon the limbs and the arms of giants. There we go. So everyone else is back up again. Armok actually stood back up, so she's fine. Okay, cool. I'm going to get us into the town once this fight is over with, and we're going to look for more med kits. We've got tons of money right now. We're sitting on 68,000 cats, which is glorious. I might get rid of a couple other things. I don't really think that we need the mercenary plate. I had thought about having them use that for training later on, but by and large, we're going to be running around the desert for a while, and I don't really want all that weight loading them down. Cool. Well done, guys. Let's go ahead and see. We have a couple of, well, unless they're dead, the people that we're carrying might in fact be dead, because I don't believe I remembered to patch them up. But that's fine. That's fine. No big deal at all. You and Let, are you guys okay? My poor base squad is just, they're not having a good time of it at all. Here we go. Let's go over to the first aid hut. The sheriff's hut. My mind is not running on all cylinders this morning. Few fries short of a Happy Meal. Indeed. Right, so who has someone with a bounty? Someone has someone with a bounty, right? Hey, there we go. There's Longwell. It's only 1,000 cats, so it's really not worth a ton. But you know what? It is our first bounty that we've been awarded a reward for, and I'm excited about that. Rewarded a reward for, indeed. We have been given our pay, which is glorious. Let's get everybody over. Oh, hey! How cool is this? I forgot that we're close to a ninja. The reason we're automatically running in here is because we're outside of a Shinobi Thieves Tower, and we're going to make use of all their lovely beds. So I'll let everybody rest up here. I'm going to go take care of you before you goes down. He actually might go down no matter what, but I'll come back once everyone's healed up. We'll do a little bit of shopping, and then we'll start going back out for more bounty hunting in the deep, great desert. For you, Kin, I bite my tongue. Apparently, Turnby, who's our other, Armok, right? No, who's our other Shekian? Who is our other Shekian? Why can't I find them? It's like, name that Shekian. Moodles, of course. Moodles and Turnby are getting into a bit of a sassy fight, because I think Turnby was a bit loud, and Moodles was afraid that Turnby's mouth would get them in trouble with the nobles. So yeah, lovely to see the kin working together. We are now leaving Shobatai. Everyone has first aid stuff. We all have bolts and stuff like that. We've got books. We've got, you know what? I think we're doing pretty damn good. The only real question comes into play, like, what are we going to do moving forward with our base? A lot of you, like I mentioned before, suggested taking a look at the swamp area, south of the swamp, in the southern wetlands, to try to set up a drug empire. That should pretty much eliminate our need and concern for money for a while, right? If we actually get the drug trade going. The hard part, of course, is defending said base. Now, we would have swamp raptors, which, you know, honestly, that would be kind of a good fight. Swamp raptors are tougher than the normal old raptors that you'd find in Holy Nation territory. Hello? Are you guys a bunch of slave hunters who might be a little aggressive? Oh, if I didn't know any better, I'd say these guys look like escaped slaves. Well, you know what? Let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, we sure as hell do look like an escaped slave, don't we? Come on. Please. Please. There we go. Haha, you knew you couldn't resist. And guess what? Little did you know that this group of possibly escaped slaves can absolutely destroy your face. Where's Azazel? Let's watch Azazel. Azazel? Was Azazel always this thick? Did I make him this thick like Moodles? Look at this. Did I make him like Moodles in the booty? I'm sorry, Azazel. Looking really good, though. Lots of good damage. I'm seeing lots of green all around. Longwell's jumping like a jack bean. Is it even a phrase? I think it is. He's jumping all over the place. Bandy in there with a jumping flying kick now, which is just great. I do need to take a look at some stats. Let's take a look at some humans. Stevie, what are your stats at these days? You're at 15 with your katana, strength of 15, toughness 27, dexterity 27, attack and defense, and martial arts at 16. So, I don't know, it might be... It's one of those things where really the hardest part is staying alive for more than 5 minutes, right? Or staying healthy. If we do go back home, the nice thing, if we go back to our base down here, IO, we should be able to fend off any attack that is not the black dragon ninjas, right? We should be able to fight off, possibly, most of the groups. Maybe dust bandits might give us a bit of a problem. But by and large, I think we're really strong these days compared to some of those groups. Maybe also with the help of some wall turrets and things like that. Well done, guys. Nicely dispatched the enemy. Do they have any... Now, they're slave hunters, so I doubt they're going to have bounties. But we'll double check to make sure. We should be on the lookout for some actual bounties, though, here in the desert. I should keep an eye out far away. I don't see anyone of interest at the moment. Why aren't you guys medicing? Or are you? Oh, you already did. You're so quick that you already patched up. Wow, we really barely took any damage there, which is really nice. I would like to get a bit more strength training in at some point, like another training montage, but this time probably a little bit longer off camera. Maybe to try to get everyone up to, I don't know, what's a good number here? 40 strength? 50 strength? 50 strength will be running around for quite a while. But it might be worth it. Ooh, these guys are relative. Oh, shit. We stopped. Why did we stop? Bandy, run. Oh, Bandy, you're in a bad spot. My run command kind of ended right there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some strength up. You know, I like the katana idea. I really do like it. It is giving us a little bit more damage. Like, for example, I think... Let me give a run order. And then let's take a look at, say, Armok. So... Wait, where did Armok's weapon go? Did Armok lose? Oh, we've been looted a couple times. That's right. We've gone down, and we have in fact been looted. But thankfully, though, I believe that and sure enough, Roy here has a sword. We'll give that to Armok, and we had a replacement sword. That's nice. Oh, Fort Mirage. What in the world is this? Have we been here? Is this real? Is it some sort of what's the word? Vision that you'd see in the desert? What in the world? It really is like 2 random wind farms. Or wind generators. Barracks here. Fort Mirage, private and locked. What's in the box? I want to know what's in the box. Do we have anyone that can pick? Oh, we do. Machui and Beep are going to pick the lock. Okay, Beep. Let's get you up here. Really quiet. Real stealthy-like. Who's inside? Oh, shit. They're right on the rooftop. Oh, it's a bunch of city heroes. Okay. Are they going to be pissed if we come in? Hi, guys. Sorry. Who the fuck are you? Oh, I'm Beep. Hi. Hi, I'm Beep. Okay. We're going to leave because I really don't want to get pelted by... You got something growing out of your head. Is it the helmet? Or are you making fun of his buggy face? Gonna get you. Wait, what? Are you seriously going to attack me for no reason? Seriously? Oh, it's Lord Mirage. Stalking. Who? Lord Mirage. Are you going to come all this way with us? Because It's too bad he doesn't have a bounty. He also doesn't have a metal blade, or that could be kind of useful. We could pepper him, no doubt. Barely any armor on. Are you seriously going to just stalk us? He literally, his goal right now is stalking. I'm so confused. So, are you... Hang on. Is it because I'm wearing a helmet? No. You want some food? Are you hungry? I guess we have a temporary companion, you guys. I don't know how long. Are you... Excuse me? What did you just say? Did you just call Beep a freak? Oh, hell no. I don't freaking think so. Avengers assemble. Beep, why don't you hold the line here for a second? We are going to teach these bastards that no one insults the mighty Binary Legion. Oh, fuck you, sir. Fuck you indeed. That's right. Hang on a minute. Why aren't you guys shooting? I gave you the ranged command. Hello? Oh, someone has stolen your bows. That's right. Oh, Azazel and Agnew, I don't think, had bows for a while. And it looks like Armok her bow got stolen. Well, a couple people have had their bows stolen by now. That's fair. We did get looted quite a few times when we went down. Yeah, so, you're gonna have a hard time, my friend. I don't even know if are these guys attacking up here? Uh-oh. There's some random city heroes up top. They seem to be all distracted, though. They're all shooting. Oh, they're all getting attacked by an outlaw farmer. Wow, it's almost like I planned that. Didn't it all, though. Didn't it all. Let's have the robots fight, like, from this angle. There we go. Keep those bolts flying, guys. Really good training for everyone. Passive, now hold ranged over here. Meanwhile, let's spread the group out. We're going to pin cushion the shit out of this guy. We'll teach him to randomly insult beautiful Hiver princes at heart. There we go. Beep is leading the firing line. Armok is getting absolutely peppered here in the back. That's fine, though. I'll tell you what, why don't you three go on block for a minute? Let's just have you guys go on block. Armok, why don't you come over here? You're not quite as strong. And there we go. Our good friend Lord Mirage is on the ground. Let's go ahead and first aid him. And we're going to take him with us for a bit. In fact, if he doesn't learn his lesson, we might just put him in our little cage for a bit. Now, you know, we're not twisted people. We're not going to murder someone or put them into our shredder, our limb shredder, just because they insult us, right? We're not that sensitive. Agnew, why don't you go ahead and pick this guy up? Grog, thank you so much. And yeah, guys, that was that. That's how we deal with hecklers in the Binary Legion. That's now canon. Small bounty on some farmers out here, no big deal. Lord Mirage, I wonder if there's anything important about him. Watch this, like, somehow trigger a United Cities invasion at some point. But you know what? Hey, he started it. And we will finish it. That's right. All right, friends, looking at the time, I think it's a good point to put a cut into the video here as we stroll across the Great Desert looking for fights. Starving vagrants. These are kind of beneath us, honestly, I think at this point. We don't really need to get in a fight with a bunch of starving people right now. They will simply distract us from our overall goal of achieving perfection through warfare with challenging foes, not simpletons. Ooh, Slaver Caravan might be kind of fun. That's really strong, though. Let's take a look. 56, 58, 51 strength. Yeah, these guys are real built. These guys and gals. So we're going to leave them alone. But I think the slavers might be a really fun target, especially if we set up shop down here at Way Station 4. Because we're going to be able to come out to the desert anytime we want. So I could see that being a thing. Maybe in the next couple episodes, we'll work our way back down towards IO. By now, it's been a couple of days of game time, so the shopkeeper down here should have some new items for sale. So in terms of basically giving us more building material. So we should be able to finish the tower up. A couple folks have said that they're pretty sure we cannot fit a research bench into the tower. However, because the benches, the way the game works, your benches are linked. So if we put items in research bench 1, we should be able to research stuff at research bench 3, which is over at IO. If our civilians can ever get back to base, my camp squad If I can ever have them live for more than 5 minutes, we will we'll bring them back to base at some point to continue that portion of our adventure. I might also make a quick swing home because we have to clear out some squatters, and I think because we no longer really own the base, the Shek Kingdom isn't coming by for tribute because we don't own the base anymore. Well, we do, but it's like, you know, it's being occupied by another group, so perhaps not ours in at least in terms of what the Shek think. So we'll have to come back home, establish our dominance, piss on the Dust Bandits, and take back our beds. Thanks so much for joining me, my friends. As always, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, take care.